it's Gina at Tarot and Time in Kent, Connecticut, here to give you a tarot and astrology reading for the week ahead of July 26th. So how's everybody doing after that full Aquarius moon? Wow, it was an intense one. So by the time you listen to this recording, it'll come out Sunday, the 25th, and the moon will still be in Aquarius heading into the sign Pisces right before midnight on Sunday the 25th. So the Aquarius energy is over for a little while. We start the week off in Pisces, so very creative, kind of mellow time, though the sun is in Leo now. So there's a lot of fun in the air, there's a lot of joy. It's summer here in Connecticut and there's a lot of fun to be had. So go and have it. Be creative, listen to some music. It's that time. Don't take anything too seriously right now. On Tuesday the 27th, Mercury, the planet of communication, is going to also move into the sign of Leo and leaving the sign of Cancer behind. So much more dynamic communication going on, although we do have some aspects going on with the planet Pluto, the planet of transformation, along with the sun and Mercury. So I'm seeing it as maybe not the best time to talk about all of your strong emotions right now, because there's a transformation that can happen, and maybe it's for the positive. But personally, I wouldn't risk that, and I would wait a little bit longer before having any deep conversations about heart matters. Let's see, we have the moon entering the sign of Aries early Wednesday morning, so definitely we're gonna have the sun in a fire sign and the moon in a fire sign. Mercury is gonna be in a fire sign, and I think that's all the fire signs right now, but that's a lot. So dynamic, spicy, fun, but you have to rest too, or you can burn out. Okay, we have Mars, the planet of action, going into the sign of Virgo this week on Thursday the 29th. So Mars has been in Leo, so that's a lot of feisty energy, and it could definitely get things done, but it can be a little argumentative. Mars and Leo can be like road rage. So Mars entering Virgo, we're gonna start to take action on the details, all the details of things. Virgo's associated with health in astrology, so maybe making some, moving ahead with some ideas of what would be healthy for you right now. And the moon is going to go into Taurus on Friday the 30th. Taurus is ruled by Venus, so it is going to be a Venus weekend. And I think there's a lot of weddings going on this coming weekend. Venus rules love and self-love and jewelry and wallets and all beautiful things. So have a great Taurus weekend. I hope you go shopping. I hope you buy yourself something beautiful. I hope you sleep in, savor it, and I hope you have fun with the sun being in Leo. Now, let's see if there's anything else I wanted to talk about. The opposition with Pluto and the sun and Mercury is going to wear off towards the end of the week, but then there's going to be an opposition with the sun and Mercury opposing Saturn, the rules. So there could be some difficulties with expressing who you are versus like the rules of life. And I would just let things soften a little bit and distract yourself with some fun summertime plans right now. Okay, so we are going to jump into the tarot cards. There's lots more we could say about astrology, but I don't want to keep you here all day. So have a fun week. Go ahead and pick your pile. For pile number 1, we're working with this stone, lapis, the stone of spiritual love. Pile number 2, we have hematite, the stone of grounding. And 3, we have fluorite, the stone of efficiency and order. All right, pick your pile. Let's get started. pile number 1. It's beautiful lapis. I'm going to read you a little blurb about lapis. The stone of spiritual love, the mysterious deep blue of this stone, has fascinated people of all ages. It is said to have magical properties improving awareness, wisdom, and creativity. It protects from physical and psychic dangers, and it's associated with the third eye and the throat chakra. So here's your stone, and let's see how that plays out into the cards for the week. Now we know, I just want to look back and see where Venus is. Venus is in Virgo, and so then we have Mars joining Venus in Virgo. So definitely the details of love, the details of what you value, taking action there. And also, I keep feeling like it's action in the home too, especially with the Taurus weekend. Maybe cleaning some things out, maybe making things more beautiful, maybe going shopping this weekend for some beautiful things for your home. Okay, so let's get started. I got 3 different decks here. I'm working with the Tattoo Tarot, which you've seen me work with often. The Light Seers, which seems to be my absolute favorite these days. And this fun Wizard's Tarot with all these dragons on it. All right, we're starting off with the High Priestess. Great way to start off. That's a beautiful version of her. High Priestess is Major Arcana number 2. Interesting that the blue here kind of matching. And so this grandness, this watery energy. We're starting the week off in Pisces, in the sign of Pisces. The High Priestess is the divine feminine. She's a 2, so it's anything in relationship. And I'm really seeing it as in relationship with yourself. Taking the time out, being kind to yourself, showing up for yourself. We're in Leo season, and Leo is the heart chakra, and it's really about you, all about you. And so making things beautiful, trusting your intuition to guide you forward. Here we go with the Empress. Second card we're pulling. So such strong feminine energy. Again, the cards are really not really gender associated, but more with the idea of femininity being this kind of receiving energy, creative energy. And so there the Empress is. She is ruled by Taurus, which is ruled by Venus. And she is sitting in her home. There's beauty all around her. It looks like somebody brought her something to eat. She's got this beautiful outfit on. She's got a cat in her arms, and everything is just lovely. And so there, that's coming up in the heart position of the reading. And again, lapis being the stone of spiritual love, right? Stopping and savoring it all. What could be more spiritual than that, than to have some gratitude? Here's the Four of Wands, speaking of savoring. This feels like such a Leo card. Looks like a festival, some fun. And if you're gonna go camping, I hope you go glamping, because it looks like a beautiful tent there. Your foundation card is a Two of Wands, Two of Fire, looking out. And it's interesting that you are topped and bottomed with 2s. Major Arcana number 2, High Priestess, and Two of Wands down here. So definitely a theme of relationship. Again, relationship with self, definitely, but then thinking about what it is that you want. What does the life look like that you want to live? We have Mars going into Virgo, the details. How do we get what we want? It starts with plans. It starts with vision. It starts with ideas. So I loved working with vision boards, and it's kind of hard to know what you want until you really start to think about it. So start thinking about those details so you can start taking action. And these have to be heart-based things that you want, with it being Leo season. Here's Temperance card coming up in the background, one of the cards of this year, 2021, ruled by Jupiter, the planet of luck and blessings and of expansion. Jupiter's actually going to enter Aquarius early on Wednesday morning, the 28th. So when you think of Jupiter as a planet of luck and blessings, and then you think of Aquarius as so forward thinking, that lightning bolt of insight that can come in, and then an expansion of that insight. It also rules humanitarian efforts. It's associated with the House of Friends in astrology. So allowing this luck and blessings to affect those areas of your life and more. Here's the Magician. So you've got two major arcanas coming up in the background position of this reading. It could be a little bit in the past. Sometimes I say that it's like right here, that kind of energy. It's almost like it's with you, but you can't always see it because you're so used to it. So there's this luck of Jupiter, this balancing from the heart to the mind, and then the Magician, that magical energy to create anything. You have all the power to create what you want. In your future position, we have the Seven of Pentacles. I had this card come up recently in a reading, and the word formula kept coming up. And what is the formula to get what you want on your spiritual path to make this world a better place? And with this Virgo energy of Mars and Virgo, and it feels like Virgo feels like it would have a formula. And so she's just kind of sitting there, pondering it, taking it in, making a plan. And here's the Ten of Cups, often called the Happy Family card. It's coming up in your future position. So savor it. Savor the beauty of the moment. This is the Tattoo Tarot, and she has love tattooed on her hand. This is Leo season. This is the time to love your life, love yourself, have a good time, enjoy the beauty of it all, enjoy your home and your yard and all that stuff that's hard to do in the winter season. Okay, so I'm gonna roll some Astro dice, and then we'll see if we have anything, any more cards we want to pull here. Okay, we're working with the Sun in the 4th house in the sign of Capricorn. Okay, so the Sun, which Leo is ruled by the Sun, so that would be now. In the 4th house, which is the home, and it's funny that I placed these right down on this 10 of Cups, which has the home right there on it. And then Capricorn would be, you know, long-term success. It could be your career. It could be all the things that you've wanted over time. And so really beautifying your life. Maybe do some yard work, do some stuff to make your home more the way you wanted it. And again, like I said, it's a Taurus weekend, so just enjoy the beauty of everything you have. And I know it's hard, it's sometimes we look at everything that's missing, but try to look at what is there. All right, I'm gonna pull a couple more cards. If there's anything else for you this week ahead, the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands. All right, well, this is some serious fire energy in a fire sun. And this is a reminder to go have fun, go out and live, go and do it. It's the time. So I see a really fun week ahead for you. Enjoy. Pile number 2, hematite. See that shiny stone? Okay, I'm going to read you a little blurb on hematite. So it's considered the stone of grounding. It has magnetic properties which help to ground and stabilize by creating a string connection to the earth. It assists in bringing fancy thoughts and wishes down to practical reality. Balances the meridians and is associated with the root chakra. So really grounding down and in, and I love that sentence, bringing fancy thoughts and wishes down to practical reality. So in pile number 1, I was just talking about like making a vision board. How do you get what you want? You have to start getting the details together. And so with Mars moving into Virgo, Venus in Virgo, those details, seeing all the little parts that make up the whole of what you want. So put the hematite there. We're working with 3 different decks. I have the Tattoo Tarot, the Light Seers Tarot, and the Wizards Tarot. So let's see what we have for you this week ahead of July 26th. And we're starting off with the King of Wands, Fire King. We know that the sun is in Leo. This is the King of Wands season. He wants to get out, wants to have a good time. He lives big, he lives large. Another king, King of Cups. Doesn't get too wrapped up into emotions because we definitely know Leo season, drama's high. We know we have some oppositions of Mercury with Pluto and then with Saturn. So communicating can be a little intense right now. It seems like it could go very well or it could be an explosion. So picking and choosing where to dip your toe into the emotional pool. Here's the sun. Major Arcana rules Leo. I love that these sunflowers look like little mirrors. So this is a time to really start trying to see yourself, who you are, your role in life, your contribution, and have fun. This is the time. Here's the 6 of Wands. I like to call this the rock star card. And it's coming in on your foundation. So I hope you go to a concert. I hope you get to hear some live music and get out. And the hematite's there to help you stay grounded and connected so you feel safe to go and live. Not letting fear get in your way. In the background, we have the Lovers card, Major Arcana. The Lovers, as much as it's about love, it's about choices. It's Gemini. Wants you to take a deep breath before making a decision. Here's a Chariot, moving full speed ahead in the background. There's a lot of dynamic energy here. With 2 kings and a rock star card, the sun, which rules Leo, that we're in that season right now. The Lovers there, which as much as it's about choices, it's also the Lovers. And there's a Chariot wanting to pull you forward on your path. We have the Page of Pentacles here. Some young energy going out into the world, see what's of value, making magic happen. And I guess I didn't pull the last card that I wanted to, so let me pull it now for your future position, which you have coming up here. And you have the King of Wands again. Look at that. So boy, oh boy, between the King of Wands and the Page of Pentacles here in your future position, it definitely looks fun. I mean, I just see festival written all over it. I see new opportunities for love coming in and a huge opportunity for loving yourself. Here's the 3 of Pentacles that kind of fell out of the deck here. Building a foundation for the life that you want to live. And let's see if there's anything else. It's 2 of Wands. She's got the whole world in her hands, ready to move forward. So I would take advantage of this time to have fun. Stay out of drama, just choose fun. Choose yourself for once, choose yourself. Do something you want to do. And you're gonna meet interesting people along the way. Your energy is gonna be very dynamic to them. Stay grounded, maybe getting a little piece of hematite in your pocket might be a good thing, or sleeping with it under your pillow, because there's a lot of dynamic fieriness about it, and you want to stay grounded. I'm going to roll you some dice. Well, you've got the 5th house already. That's Leo's house of fun. Cancer and the sun. Wow. Okay. So the sun in Cancer in the 5th house. The sun, which has been all over this reading, this dynamic, fiery Leo sun, right? We're in Leo season. The sun is associated with the sign Leo. So even more of that going on. Cancer is a sign of nurturing. It's like the mother energy. So making sure that you eat well while you're out there, having a good time. Make sure you nourish yourself well. Have a really nice, long, slow, relaxing meal. And the 5th house, again, repeating the fun from the heart, living big. It's the house of children, the house of joy, the stage. I see a concert, so please go and comment below. Tell me what you saw. Have a great week. Pile number 3, this beautiful piece of fluorite, the stone of efficiency and order. And speaking of efficiency and order, we have Mars going into Virgo. Talk about efficiency. I think of Virgo as so efficient. And Mars, how you get things done. So let's get all the details done. This Taurus weekend, great time to go through some details with your home and just savor the situation. Put some things in order and maybe add some beautiful elements into your home. Savor it. So let's see what we have for the week ahead for you. We're starting off with the Ace of Swords. This is from the Wizards Tarot, which I'm working with along with the Light Seers and the Tattoo Tarot. So the Ace of Swords, Ace of Air, new way of thinking, new way of showing up. And when we're talking about order and precision, the Ace of Swords is that, it is all that, really. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, which is interesting because it's card number 10 of the major arcanas. 1 and 0 equals 1, so it's another 1. Fresh beginning, something new about you. We're in Leo season, which is very heart chakra based, but also has a lot to do with you. What makes you happy? How do you have fun? Here's the 6 of Swords. She's got her suitcase packed and she is being guided right out of there. So, packing the suitcase, you have to be organized. You have to decide what's going to go in there and what needs to be left behind. Here's the Queen of Pentacles coming in on your foundation position. So beautiful. She's just pausing, relaxing, savoring it. And that's what I want you to do this weekend. You've got the Lovers coming in the background. Gemini energy, choices. It's love too, but it's choices. And so using that precision, especially before jumping into relationships. There's the Page of Cups, that young, watery energy in the background. And you're moving into, oh, interesting, the Wheel of Fortune, and it was going to be placed right here next to the Wheel of Fortune that came up in your heart position. So there's this really strong desire to go and see and learn. It's Sagittarius, right? It rules foreign travel, higher learning, spirituality, the classroom, the bigger picture. I don't know, I'm kind of seeing like the casino. She's got these dice around her neck and a little gamble. The Wheel of Fortune is ruled by Jupiter, the planet of luck and blessings, and Jupiter's going to move into the sign of Aquarius this week. So Aquarius is considered the genius of the zodiac, very forward-thinking, the divine bolt of lightning, bolt of insight coming in. And there's going to be an expansion of that with Jupiter there. And you have the 7 of Cups. There's lots of choices. Choose love. So a lot of fun. It looks like maybe, you know, I was saying Taurus is a good time to kind of be home and make things beautiful, maybe go shopping, but yours seems a little bit more like maybe getting out of town a little bit more, even if it's just like not that far, but something a little bit different could be really great for you. Especially if it's a spiritual pursuit, like if you're gonna go do a class or an event or something. And I think you'll meet people, especially if you're single. You probably would want to go to like a yoga class or some kind of like sound bath or something that's like in another town, maybe a little bit of a ride, because you do have the opportunity to meet someone. But please just take a deep breath and don't jump too much into it, because the things that happen during Leo season aren't always long-standing. Here's the Hierophant, the card of the year for 2021. And that's funny because in one of my decks, the Hierophant is a yoga teacher. It's anyone that's like looked up to, right? And I was just saying, maybe get out of town and go take a class somewhere else. So change it up. Go somewhere that you don't usually go to. Here's the Four of Wands, this beautiful flowers, savoring it. Maybe buy yourself some flowers. Taurus weekend, I was saying buy yourself something nice, but flowers could be really great. Stop at a farmer's market, and there's a chance to meet some new people. And there's the Seven of Cups. And it's actually, I just placed it on the Seven of Cups. So not everything's clear. A little bit of a fog to it, so just be careful driving. But there's also a lot of fun to it. So kind of just enjoy that, savor that. Now, let me roll these dice, see what we've got for you. We've got Jupiter, which is awesome. We were just talking about that. In the 4th house in the sign of Capricorn. So Jupiter, luck, blessings, it rules that those 2 Wheel of Fortune cards and the Hierophant card here. So this expansion of spirituality, of expansion of your world, really. And in the 4th house, which rules the home, which is nurturing, the mother, that kind of energy. And then in Capricorn, it's very grounded. It's almost like the father energy. So you kind of got mother, father, and expansion. So maybe it could be you and your partner, or maybe you'll spend some time with your parents this weekend. But whatever it is, it has to be something that makes you feel good and brings you joy. And really, because Taurus is ruled by Venus, so over the weekend, it's a real Venus weekend. Venus rules women, so yeah, that kind of stuff. Or maybe it's even work friends, doing something with them, because Capricorn is very work related. Or doing work around the house. I keep going back to that one. Okay, so I'm going to pull a couple more cards for you. See if there's anything else you need to know this week ahead. I've got the Emperor, which rules the workplace. He's very much in charge, Aries energy. There's this 8 of Cups, is walking away from something. And the Hierophant again. So I think you really do need to leave the house and go do something different. There's great, like, you need to savor the home, but you also need to get out and see some new places. And the Emperor, I mean, he's a 4, he's Aries, he's dynamic, he gets his messages straight from his higher power. So just pay attention to the messages that are coming in. He's ruled by Mars, the planet of action. We know Mars is moving into Virgo. Virgo is associated with the house of health in astrology. So kind of wrapping back up into going to take that class, that yoga class, or something different, something fun, something light. And I was just hearing about a sound bath in a lavender field. I think it's in like Hillsdale, New York. And something like that sounds fabulous. There's the Hierophant, which would be like the classroom, and it's being placed over the Hierophant. So find a fun classroom setting, something more spiritual, something different, something light, something that you like. Not just going because you heard that you should do something like that and then you get there and resent it. Go do something fun, light, beautiful, where you can relax. Maybe it's like foam rolling or something where it's like there's a relaxation in it. And enjoy and have a great weekend.